It is possible that there might be a totally different issue that Rashi is addressing, one that is generally overlooked because of its simplicity. Before presenting that issue, let us revisit the outline of the Perek. At first we had a rebellion from the people and a decision to return to Egypt. 11 to 25 was a rather lengthy segment in which HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Moshe enter into a discussion as to what should be the future of this nation. God wishes to annihilate them immediately. Moshe argues against this plan on the basis that it would ultimately, in the long run, create a Chilul Hashem. The decree is then modified from total immediate annihilation to one in which anybody who is over 20 years of age at the time would die in the desert. Their children would be the ones to conquer Eretz Canaan. The narrator informs us of the death of the 10 Meraglim in a Magefa Lifnei Hashem. The Perek concludes with the incident of the Ma'apilim, a group of people who decided to conquer Eretz Canaan without the assistance of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they suffer a crushing defeat. This, in a nutshell, is the Perek outline.
The opening pasuk to Perek 14 states that Vayibku ha'am b'layla hahu. The nation cried, they wailed on that night. Commenting on the words b'layla hahu, the Gemara in Ta'anit informs us that the events recorded in this Perek took place on Tisha B'Av 2449. Amar Rabba Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Rabba states in the name of Rabbi Yochanan that Ota Hayom, that day, beginning with the return of the Meraglim, their debate with Kalev took place on Erev Tisha B'Av, and therefore the Balayla Hahu mentioned in the opening pasuk refers to the night of Tisha B'Av. Amar Lahem HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God tells them, the people, Atam bechitem bechia shel chinam. You have started crying unnecessarily, for I had promised to bring you to the Eretz Zavat Chalav Udvash, and as a consequence for this unnecessary crying, I'm going to designate this night, the night of Tisha B'Av, as a night of crying for all future generations. The closing segment of this Perek also records a time frame. The closing segment deals with the incident involving the Ma'apilim, and we are told that Vayashkimu Baboker, the group of people that came to be known as the Ma'apilim, rose up early next morning, setting out to continue forward into Eretz Canaan. Taking a closer look at the events between the opening and closing segments, in the opening segment, we maintain that the rebellion took place on or around the Tisha B'Av 2449. God's response was to annihilate everybody, start again, I will make you and your descendants into a nation that will be greater and more powerful than them, than the present nation. Moshe intercedes, leading to God's acceptance of his arguments with the words, V'salachti kitvarecha, I have forgiven them according to your words, according to your argument, according to your wishes. However, the forgiveness is not total. Instead of wiping them out immediately, they will all die in the desert. Bamidbar hazeh yitamu v'sham yamutu. We are then told in Pasuk 36 and 37 of the death of the Meraglim. So in summary, the Perek opens with the events of the 9th and concludes with the Ma'apilim, which took place on the following day. Between these two incidents, we have Moshe's intercession, God's decree, and the death of the Meraglim, which, according to Kaplan, took place immediately prior to the incident of the Ma'apilim. Which raises the question as to why, if Moshe interceded and was successful in changing the decree of annihilation on behalf of the entire nation, why is it that the death of the Meraglim took place immediately? Phrased it differently, why did Moshe Rabbeinu not pray on behalf of the Meraglim? And if he did, why is he not successful in that they died immediately? This is the issue, according to the Rebbe, that Rashi addresses in his commentary to this pasuk.